Welcome to Head to Head with Team Wiz Pro. Today we're going to be doing a little head-to-head gaming. I'm Josh Temple, along with my co-anchor, EJ Lucia. Now, I'm going to describe the team that I've came up with. I think we brought back Spider Bomb 2.0. It's done really good for me. It's undefeated so far and kind of does some amazing things. So, what we got here is first card we're going to start off with is the basic action cards. We've, of course, got Big Entrance, amazing card. 3 cost. What it does is, when purchased, you may add this die to your dice bag. When used, dice purchased this turn cost 1 less than their printed cost to a minimum of 1, and may be put directly into your dice bag instead of your used pile, no matter how many Big Entrance dice are used. Amazing. Our other action we have is Resurrection. Of course, we all know what this is used for. The ability 4 cost. Nobody's going to buy this card, most likely. We got the effect is roll a die from your used pile, place it into your reserve pool, but we're using it for, obviously, the global. Once during your turn, you may pay a shield to draw a die from your bag and place it into your prep area. Now we're going to go ahead to the team. What I have is, I've got 4 on the core of the team right here. The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man, if you don't know what he does, is when Spider-Man attacks, you may pay 3 fists to make your opponent lose half his life points rounded down before damage is dealt. No errata, this just keeps going. It gives its opponent a really hard choice of, well, do I go down to half my life points and then let it through? Because this one will do damage as well. It's not going to go to the used pile. They let it through, they're going to take half our life points plus the attack stats, which we have a fielding cost of 0, 1, 1. That's a total fielding cost of 2. We've got on his level 1, 3 attack, 3 defense. Level 2, 4 attack, 4 defense. On his level 3, 5 attack and 5 defense. Now, we're going to move on to the super rare Black Widow, Serena. Now, this card is amazing in this team. You're going to pick her up for 1 with Big Entrance. Throw them right into the bag. Amazing. So, you got the effect of Black Widow, if you don't know it by now. When Black Widow attacks, she deals 2 damage to your opponent. Your opponent can prevent this by spending one of his or her characters down 1 level. These are going to get your fists for your Spider-Man, on top of fielding them and doing some more damage. Now we're going to go to the Human Paladin, Lesser Emerald Enclave. It's got experience. While active, your characters in the field cannot be affected by global abilities used by your opponent. That's pretty good. Yeah, it can help us out. But we're going to most likely probably be using it for the global ability most of the time. I mean, it's good to get out too as well. But we want this to be quick. We want to keep going. So the global ability is reduce the damage you take from a character's ability to 1. Go and move on to one of the newer cards from the new set, Mira. We've got Mournful Rage, 3 cost. When Mira is active and you field a Lantern character, that Lantern color isn't, if it isn't already in play, gain 1 life. We're not going to be using it to field it. We're going to be using it for the global ability. We got Parallax. Pay a Mask. If a character would deal you 5 or more combat damage, it instead deals you 2 combat damage. We don't have nothing to worry about here. My Spider-Man's most likely not going to be doing 5 or more combat damage unless it's on its level 3. We're just going to be halving their life points all day. We got Blue Eyes, White Dragon, Monstrous Dragon, 7 cost. We're not going to be buying this card either. We're using a global ability if you don't know by now. Effect is once per turn you may knock out one of your monsters to give the monster plus 3 attack. Global ability, which we're going to be using it for, is pay a Lightning Bolt. Knock out one of your monsters to reduce the cost of the next die you buy by 2 energy. Now we're on to Parallax here. I didn't really care which one I put on here. I just grabbed one because we're not going to be using it to buy. I mean, I mean, we could. We could. We got Parallax Source of Terror. 6 cost. While Parallax is active, if you roll at least 3 mask symbols, excluding question marks, draw and roll 2 dice at the end of your roll and reroll step. The global ability, which we're going to be using it for to guarantee, hopefully guarantee our Spider-Man, use pay 1, reroll any number of dice before your attack step. Got the Red Dragon again, using it for the global. Red Dragon, Greater Dragon. We got Breath Weapon 2. You may pay 2 life instead of 2 energy to pay Breath Weapon's cost. The global ability. Once per turn, you pay a lightning bolt. When you purchase your next action die this turn, it costs 2 less to a minimum of 1, and you deal 1 damage to your opponent. And, of course, everybody knows about PXG. I don't care how new or old you are, you know about PXG. I'm not going to explain that card to you. It's global. Move up to 2 sidekicks from your use pile to your prep area. Simple. Pay a mask. So, I'm going to hand it over to EJ and let him explain his team before we start this game out.
Alright, so as we talked about last week, I built the Team Titans. This is an extremely rough draft. Just kind of threw it together. I talked up a lot about the rare Raven. I feel like as far as an actual solid like Teen Titans team, say that 5 times faster, dare ya. Wonder Girl probably edges out as far as not letting my opponent target my stuff. So with her in the Ring of Magnetism, I decided that with Raven, since I'm going to be running the Blue Eyes, I was going to try out the Raven Rachel Roth. While Raven is active, if another Teen Titan character die is KO'd, I may reroll that die. If that is a character phase, return to play. So if I've got her and another Titan out, I can pay a bolt with the Blue Eyes Global, knock out a Titan, and then potentially just reroll it and put it back on the field. I definitely need my Titans on the field for Starfire, Coriander. When Starfire attacks, deal 1 damage to the defending player for each other active Titan. So hopefully I'm going to get at least 1 of each out there and then just keep buying Starfires and attack with them, kind of like his Serenas. In fact, actually, you can, I call it Serena Fire. You can mess with the letters in Serena to get Starina. I don't know. Wonder Girl, I went with the 2 cost. While Wonder Girl is active, when a Titan's character die is targeted, I may choose an opponent's character die as the new target for that effect. After reading through some of the other people's in the Dice Master community's opinions on the Titans, she's probably better fit for this team than her other versions. Beast Boy, I brought along Changeling. While you have a mask in your reserve pool, which I most likely will thanks to PXG, or because of PXG I should say, and Distraction, but more on that later. While you have a mask in your reserve pool, Beast Boy cannot be blocked by a character die of higher level. To kind of mess with that a little bit, I'm testing out the Polymorph Global. I can actually use the Global to spin Beast Boy down, or spin someone down, and then spin up one of my opponent's characters, or my own characters, but ultimately, if I need Beast Boy to get through, for whatever reason, I could spin him down, spin up one of my opponent's characters, and get him through unblocked. Ring of Magnetism, definitely a good combo with Wonder Girl. Make sure that my opponents, anytime they use your opponent's action dice and abilities can only target that monster, so they or character. So they target Wonder Girl, and I, target any of their stuff. Brought the same globals as Josh as far as Professor X, Blue Eyes, and Red Dragon. Red Dragon is mostly just to buy Ring of Magnetism. I also have the Distraction Global. I can use it to play defense. I can Distraction back my Starfire so that it doesn't go to the used pile or it doesn't get knocked out in combat. I've got definitely some mass synergy going on here. It's a rough draft. I think it still could use a bit of an improvement, but not bad starting out. So we're going to play these teams. Josh will have his life total on the Medusa Hero Click that he won from a big tournament. It's pretty good. I've got one of those too, but I'm going with my Commander's Arsenal spin down life counter. So I've got the life total over here, D6 if we need it. We got our bags, we got our dice. I got my dice rolling tower. A little bit of a shout out on this. Etsy.com, Trollworks, Troll Manufacturing. He does really good work on these. This is real cheap too, 20 bucks. For 20 bucks, I could have gone to a store at the mall and gotten a little flimsy cardboard piece of stuff. So it's definitely worth it. Very good, very nice work on his part. Definitely check him out. All right, Josh, should we get going?
Yes, sir. Good luck to you.
Good luck. We did a dice roll before we started. Josh won, so he's going first. Piece of crap. All right, so what are you thinking here, Josh?
What I'm thinking on this roll is I really don't need to re-roll. I've got what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and activate my Red Dragon Global. That's going to reduce the cost of my next action by 2, which then I'm going to go ahead and buy me a big entrance. With that big entrance, of course, the effect, I'm going to throw it right into my dice bag here. And then I'm going to use a Resurrection Global. I'm going to pay a shield. It's going to allow me to draw a dice from my bag. Shake it up real nice. Draw me a dice. Put it in my prep area. Now, of course, I'm going to keep my mask. I'm going to use it for PXG on EJ's turn over here. And I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn over to him.
So I took my point from him buying the action with the Red Dragon Global. Now, I really like the setup that Josh has got. He's still got perfect ramp going. He can move the mask over, get the 2 energy. He's still drawing 4 next turn, and most likely he's still going to draw his 10 dice on turn 3. So, my turn, going to hopefully get something just as effective going. Alright, let's see here. I'm actually liking that to an extent. I obviously want to go for... Normally I want to go for the ring and Wonder Girl as soon as I can. Actually not really seeing a lot of stuff he wants to do to my team. He's mostly centered on building up his stuff, so I might not really waste time going for the ring. But I definitely want to buy up my cheap Titans early. So I think I can keep these. I do want a mask for PXG. And as long as I keep the shield, I should be good. Or the question mark, it should be good. Some sidekicks might not hurt either. So I think I'm going to keep the mask and re-roll these. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'll spend these to get my Wonder Girl. As we buy dice, we're going to buy from the top down. It's a little trick so you can keep track of how many we've got. Field my sidekick, get that out of my bag, and I've got the question mark left for whatever I need it for. Pass priority to Josh.
I'm going to go ahead and activate Professor X, pay a mask. I'm going to move 2 sidekicks to my prep area.
Shock and awe. Alright. Pass priority, or pass the turn.
Okay. I draw for my turn. I draw my only 4 dice left. I get my big entrance. I got my big entrance.
Damn.
That's about a perfect roll for me right there. I can't really ask too much more about that.
That's how a lot of rolls go with this team, I've noticed. You tend to just get what you need regardless of what you roll.
Now, what I could do right here is I could go ahead and throw 3 Black Widows into my dice bag, and I'll be drawing those next turn. But what I'm going to do is instead...
You get 4. Oh, never mind. That's not your... I'll shut up.
I think what I might do is actually re-roll 1 dice. And if I get a sidekick, it'll help me out quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this fist here. It really doesn't really matter, so I'm going to go see what we get. Hopefully a sidekick. No, mask. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my big entrance. Now, with big entrance, the cost of my next die I purchase is reduced by 1 from the effect and gets to be put in my bag. So my Amazing Spider-Man's a 5 cost right now. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and do that. I'm going to get that 5 cost out. I'm going to go ahead and throw that Spider-Man into my bag. I'm going to leave 1 mask for Professor X. Yes, of course, it's going to slow down my ramp. But I want to get that Spider-Man out and going as quick as I can. I mean, that's really nice to have. I mean, yeah, like I said, I could have went to Black Widow, but I just wanted out there, turn 3, get it going. So I'm going to go ahead, pass priority to EJ.
Gonna go ahead and do my PXG.
And then I'm going to end my turn, pass it over to him.
Okay. I definitely like big entrance. I may not have given it enough credit at first. I like how you can just kind of immediately dump stuff in your bag. You're free to break ramp to get a big cost, get that going without having to worry about resurrection polymorphs.
It's basically a turn 3 polymorph. You're going to lose ramp for 2.
Sorry, I forgot to grab my prep area dice there. There we go. Sidekick's not mandatory early game. I already got a Cassie, so I don't need my shield. I'll only keep 1 bolt, because I do want to still get some masks, but these will give me some options to buy either Starfire or Beast Boy. Plus the bolt could also let me knock out the sidekick if I need to from Blue Eyes. So I'll keep 1 each of those, reroll these 4. Well, not what I wanted to see, but we don't always get what we want. Field the sidekick, no choice to do that. We got the fists. If I'm doing my math right, I might be able to clog up my bag with some more Titans. Let's see. I could pay a bolt to knock out 1 of those. But I'm also going to clog up my bag with fists. I think what I'll do is I'll go for Beast Boy. Keep this. Pass priority.
I'm going to have Professor X. I'm going to move 2 over.
And go ahead and pass the turn.
Okay.
Couldn't really do much with that, but
Draw my 1 Spider-Man there.
and maybe I missed a play, but oh well.
Draw 3. Nice. Back up on big entrance. Can't hurt.
It's gonna hurt me. Unless you get rolls like that.
I'm going to go ahead and keep the mask and question mark. We'll try this again, see what happens here. Well, see the example, good example here. This is why we bring around Parallax. Let's go ahead and pay the shield. We'll go ahead and re-roll these 2. That looks a lot better for me right there.
I'm also sitting here kicking myself. I maybe could have taken advantage of that Parallax Global on my turn last turn, but
We're going to go ahead and pay the mask to field our Spider-Man here. And I'm going to count how many I have in my bag just to check. I should have, what, 4. Yeah, we're going to go with 4. Now I've got a choice here. Now I can save that and use it and save my question marks for ramp, or what I can do is, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use big entrance. Now that's going to reduce my stuff by 1, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw my Black Widows into my bag. We'll get those fists going.
because even if you break ramp, they just go straight to your bag, so you can draw them.
Yep.
If they roll character face, that's pressure on me. If they don't, that's fists for Spider-Man's ability.
So I'm going to go ahead and pass priority over to EJ.
I'm going to PXG, and then, just because I don't really have anything else to do with the bolts, I don't think he's going to attack now without the fists. I'm going to just knock out a sidekick with the global. That way I've got another dice prepped, or another die prepped.
I'm going to go ahead and end my turn and pass it over to him.
Alright, so I'm going to have to go in the bag now. Like I said in my unboxing video, going to be using this bag. I like it. It's good. making sure we're experiencing technical difficulties there. Went out and grabbed a new web camera, so hopefully video quality and sound quality is a lot better today. Okay.
That Beast Boy.
That's something. Reroll that, keep that, keep that, keep that. Reroll these. Sounds good. Hopefully going to be able to grab Raven and Starfire, and or Starfire. Probably only one. And Field Beast Boy. And I got a Sidekick.
Sidekick's always good for Blue Eyes.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, so we'll field that. I'll pay the fist. Go ahead and put Beast Boy out there. Going to... Yeah, that looks good. Going to Bolt. KO Sidekick. So since I'm KOing this is a trick Josh showed me. Since I'm KOing a Sidekick that I already had in play, I'm basically gaining a free energy. Because it was fielded last turn as opposed to just, one that I'm fielding this turn, which basically breaks even as far as cost. And then the Mask, so buy my Raven, get her out. Got a couple of dice ready to go, that's good. Unfortunately, no, he's on level 2. Okay, so my Beast Boy's level 2, so I'll be able to stem a bit of the bleeding from Black Widows, hopefully. Like a distraction if I really need to, but I think I'm going to be more worried about keeping my dice cycling through my bag and building up my Titans. Passing Purdy to Josh. Doesn't have anything. Fast turn.
Looky there. 2 Black Widows.
I believe in card games we call that luck sacking. I feel like that's more appropriate though in Dice Masters because you're actually drawing out of your sack.
We're going to go ahead and re-roll these 3 right here and keep the Mask.
He wants to try to hit my life with Spider-Man more than he does with the Black Widows.
Thank goodness.
This is the same thing you had, wasn't it? More or less. Well, he's not getting Spider-Man's ability off on me, but those Widows are going to sting. Literally.
I'm really trying to determine right now if I really... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and field those Widows. We'll field the Sidekick too.
Why were you thinking different?
I was thinking I might re-roll with Parallax, but I don't want to hurt my ramp that bad. And if they did show up character faces again, they wouldn't be helping me at all. So,
good point.
I'm going to go ahead and pass priority over to you, Jay.
Well, PXG, and if he does attack, I don't want them sticking around, so I'm not going to distraction. I'll just PXG again. I've got 2 dice in my bag, 2 on my use, so it gives me, I'm back on perfect ramp.
We're going to go into combat here. I'm going to go ahead and I will go swing in with 2 Serenas.
Gonna spin down, first of all. That does kind of help my Beast Boy, getting him lower. One thing I forgot to put on this team when I was building it was transfer power. Won't really matter against Josh because he doesn't have really big dudes. But definitely thinking about putting transfer power on for Beast Boy shenanigans. So situation at hand, though, those are both level 2, so neither of them have the 1 defense. So I can't chump block and kill one.
You'll be taking 2 from Serena.
I take 2 from the other one because you have to spin down for each one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll deal with that in a second. I don't want to block with him and risk not rolling him again. I think I'm going to just block with the Sidekick on one and take full damage from the other. So I'll take a total of 4 this turn.
Bring 1 back and 1 to used.
So I'm at 15. You haven't taken anything yet, Josh, have you?
I am at 20 life still.
Yep.
I will end my turn.
And the problem I've noticed the Titans is they're a little slow going. Not going to lie. There's my 2, there's these 2, there's the rest of these. There's one character face. Not sure if I like her at fielding cost 2, though. I might just gamble on that one. Don't need a fist, don't need a shield. Not going to go wrong with question marks and masks. Oops. It's funny, it's called a knockdown tower, and I just knocked it down. Shut up, Josh.
Oh, you got it.
Alright. She's only a recruit cost 1, but I didn't get the thing on Raven. I think what I'll do, though, is now that I'll remember it, I will go ahead and use the parallax, spend this fist. I feel like re-rolling these 2. There we go.
And
Mask and a character face. That's definitely good. Alright, so do that. Fill these 2.
And he's got more than enough for ramp, and possibly even buy some characters here.
I do have enough for ramp, but I might be breaking it a bit to buy characters. So let's see. Bit of a gamble, especially with my luck, but I just want to see if it works. So we got the Raven out, so now her ability's in effect. I'm going to spend the bolt for Blue Eyes. Let's see, who do I want to be my victim? Both of these guys are at level 2. I think I want Beast Boy to be low level, so I think we'll try Wonder Girl. Then hopefully I can. Basically what I'm doing is I'm paying the bolt for the Blue Eyes White Dragon level, knocking out Wonder Girl, and because of Raven's ability, I'm re-rolling Wonder Girl to see if I can get her back on the field. And I chose Wonder Girl because she's one that I want to be higher level if I can get her. I just didn't want to pay that filling cost. Beast Boy is better off being at lower level if I had to choose. Okay, so she's shields now. Does that mean... So, I was knocking it out. So I guess I'd go to prep then. Well, Raven, if it's... You may re-roll that die. If it is a character, return to play. So it goes to where it was going to go anyway, right? Alright, so... Oh well. Now it's -2, so I'm going to pay 2 more. Going to buy Starfire. And then next turn I can get pretty decent ramp. I'll be gambling. I think I'll have 5 in my bag, but... Gonna pass priority to Josh.
I'm going to go ahead and use Professor X. And
that's all for my turn.
draw the only 2 left in my bag here. Draw 2 more. Back to the Serenas.
And the big entrance.
Not the big entrance. I'm happy with that.
I'm not.
And well, this ain't too bad.
Is that a 0 cost Serena?
That is a 0 cost Serena there.
So he can keep those other 3 for fisting me with Spider-Man.
I can do that. Now, the real question here is if I really want to break my ramp that hard, or do I want to maybe fill up on my Serenas?
Well, I've only got 1 character to spend down.
And it's at its level 3 side?
Actually, yeah, it is level 3, so I can spend her down twice.
So, we'll go ahead and maybe we'll field it. Why not? Let's go ahead and field it. We're not gonna use the big entrance.
I believe that's what the kids these days call YOLO.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk it here, and we're gonna go ahead.
Hello. Pause and go on.
All right. We're
Sorry
back.
about that.
Sorry
We
about
had a bit of an interruption, but we're good. All right, so you were...
What I was determining is I was passing you priority so you could
right.
activate whatever you wanted to do.
Go ahead and, just as a shortcut, I'm going to PXG twice, because that's what I'm going to do anyway.
Now, I've
Some
already
people are.
determined I'm not going to use the big entrance. We're going to go ahead and try to cut his life down. So, we're going to go ahead and we'll swing in with the Serenas and the Spider-Man. Now, the Spider-Man, when he attacks, of course, I get to pay 3/5, which I've got 3/5 here. I'm going to go ahead and pay those, and it's going to have his life points rounded down.
So first thing I do is I do that rounded down. At 15, I believe that puts me at 7. Or is it 8? I'm at 15.
You should be at 8.
8, yeah.
Rounded down.
Yep. Had a bit of a discussion about that earlier. All right, 8. Math, it's important. Stay in school, kids.
Now he's going to have to roll down for Serena's.
Definitely going to do that. Roll. The good thing about Raven is that she's still a 1/3, so she can still safely block one of the Serenas if I have to, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to do. If I let that all through right now, I'm going to die. So something's getting blocked. I think I don't want him re-rolling the Black Widows if I can help it. They're not helping me any stand on the field, but if he re-rolls them, he can get fists for Spider-Man's ability. Although arguably that's going to kill me slower than the Serenas will. I think what I'll do is I'll do a safe block with Raven on the level 2 Black Widow. And then I'll throw Beast Boy onto the bus, and he'll just take the hit from Spider-Man.
So he's going to be taking 2 from one of my Serenas, going to use pile, and he's not going to be killing my other Serena. And my Spider-Man comes back too. Now I go to end my turn. Action dice goes to the use pile. Begin your turn.
All right, gonna need a bit of luck.
It appears we have EJ down to 6 life points, and I'm still sitting at a fine and dandy 20 life points.
Well aware of that, Josh. Well aware of that. 1.
Teen Titans is just a fun, easy team to play. Like, people are fans of the show.
All right, Starfire. Well, I might finally get to attack with Starfire at full power now that I'm almost dead. Definitely, I believe there are faster team builds out there.
No character faces, but
Not a
plenty of
goddamn
masks.
one. Well, the masks aren't going to help me that much now, are they? Don't need any of this shit. Don't need any of these. Let's re-roll. Keep rolling. Mother of Pearl. I will keep that. Well, obviously going to keep that, but I mean, I will parallax these. Maybe I should keep the sidekick. Nah. Come on, parallax.
Oh, we
There's
got
2. Let's go for Cassie.
I'm going to go try and get that last character face there.
Nope.
Yeah, down the shield.
Can I pay 1 to field Starfire and then pay a different energy to reroll this?
No.
Okay. Mask it is.
Trying again. Got a character face.
Alright. Pay these. Put them out. Okay, now he's got the sidekicks, so Beast Boy is not going to be unblockable, regardless. Starfires are a level 1. Wonder Girl is a level 2, so I've only got 1 thing to spin down for Black Widow. I know I'm seeing probably 2 or 3 of those next turn. Oh, no, only 2. He only bought 2 so far. Still, with a Spider-Man activation, that can be lethal. Alright, so I'm going to move to comp. These are not attacking. I don't know why they're up there. My bad. Alright, so... Pass priority.
I have nothing.
Yep. Moved combat. I'll attack with Starfire.
Now with Starfire, she's going to trigger, and for all his other Titans that he has, he's going to do a damage to me. So he's got 3 Titans. He's going to do 3 damage to me.
Now I'm going to try to be a Trixie Hobbit here.
Okay, now I'm going to declare a blocker, which we'll go ahead and why not? Let's go ahead and block with a sidekick.
Okay, so moving to actions and globals. I'm going to pay a bolt for the Blue Eyes Global and knock out Starfire. So what that's going to do is it's not going to knock out his sidekick, so that's not going to go used anywhere. But it'll let me reroll Starfire. He already took the damage from her attack. Hopefully I can get her on a level 2 or 5 face. That'll be value because I only paid 1 to field her. And then I'll have some levels to use for Serena. So hopefully this goes my way. And it did. She comes back. And now she's level 2. So now I've got 2 characters I can spin down for Serena.
And comes to my turn. I'm going to draw the 3 dice I have in my bag. Draw another one. Got 4 sidekicks. I'm going to go ahead and keep the lightning bolt just because I got a little trick for EJ when it comes to his turn. We'll get to that.
Don't like the sound of that.
We might as well keep a shield. We're going to get some ramp. Try to keep some ramp up. Try to go ahead for some masks here.
I got 1 dice left in my bag. How many you got, Josh?
I have 4 dice in my bag.
Okay.
I'm going to fill the sidekicks. I hate those sidekicks. We want those out of there. We don't need those.
Not to mention, it's some more bodies and my life points getting lower. I'm going to have to actually worry about those.
I'm going to go ahead and use Resurrection. Yeah, Resurrection. Go ahead and draw 1. Put it in there. Now, you know what? I did talk about possibly having a trick for him next turn. But I think I might just go ahead and do it. Now we'll keep it like this. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to pass priority to EJ.
I can block with most of this. I don't think I'm going to need a distraction. I'd rather kind of keep some dice going, so I'm just going to PXG. Then next turn I've got 1 die to draw, so I'll draw 3 here, so I'll only have 2 of my used.
All I'm going to do, he's down to...
Actually, these are all used. I'm not transitioning anymore.
He's down to 4 life points, so... what I think I might do here is... Yeah, we'll just go ahead
Oh,
and...
it's 6.
It's 6 life points,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll just attack with the Serena.
I think it's high time I start getting stuff off of his field without me taking damage. I could let it sit there and just block with Raven. Well, first I've got to spin down. I think we'll spin down Wonder Girl. She's a 2/3. So I could safely block with Wonder Girl and knock out Black Widow. Or I could safely block with Raven and not knock it out. If I leave stuff on his field, it's going to help him cycle through his bag. But if I make him re-roll it, it could be used for very nefarious purposes. I'm definitely not letting it go through, though. I think what I'm going to do... I think I know what to do, too. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just say block with Raven.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and get, well, it's not knocked out.
Yep.
He's good too, and I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn to him.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. It's all going to be sidekicks either way. 6. Right now, my plan is to just hopefully stay alive, and in the process, kind of whittle him down as fast as I can. I'm not going to do it with fists. Masks would be better. Maybe bullets. Alright, the dice gods heard me. Alright, so firstly, just to kind of get my bag, get some better stuff going in my bag, I'm going to pay a bolt to activate the Red Dragon level and purchase. Oh wait, hold on, it's not going to work the way I thought it would. That's but a mask. Purchase a Ring of Magnetism. So you take a damage. I'm not really worried about him targeting stuff, but getting some masks going would really kind of help me. I've really got not much else to do. I don't need the shield for anything, so I'll go ahead and Resurrection, guarantee put a die in my prep. That way all I've really got to do is PXG like once or twice. And I've got the mask in my prep area, or my reserve pool, I should say, but again, you still got the sidekick, so Beast Boy's not getting through. I think what I'll do, though, is this time pass priority to Josh first, see what he's got.
I'm not going to do anything and pass back to you.
Okay. I will enter combat, declare attack with Starfire. So that's 3 damage.
I could take 3. Puts me at 13. I'm going to go ahead and block with a Serena and 2 sidekicks.
Much as I'd like seeing that off the field, I know it's what he wants. Or I imagine it's what he wants anyway. I'm going to Distraction Starfire.
Okay. Mine, I'm going to go ahead and knock out my Serena.
I figured that would happen either way.
And he's come back. We're going to go to my turn. Got me a little bit of ramp going on. I get refill my bag. That's why I'm going to get a sidekick. Got 2 Serenas looking at him and a big entrance. Let's go ahead and get some fists here. Well, we got a little bit of fist going on. Got a little Serena. We'll keep these. We'll go ahead and re-roll these, see what we can get here.
I'm noticing a theme with your team here with the fisting and the big entrances going on.
That's right.
Definitely feeling that way.
I'm going to go ahead and use this fist. I'm going to re-roll these. We'll give this a try.
Slot machine, go.
That didn't come out my way either. We'll try again. Give it one more try.
Alright. Hold and see.
That'll work.
Okay, good.
We're just going to finish this out here. I think we're going to go ahead and... Oh... Now he's got starting to get a lot of stuff that he can spend down. So
what are you down to?
I'm down to 13 life points.
Okay.
What I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and activate my big entrance here. We're going to get these Black Widows going into my bag. We're gonna fill them like crazy and just start attacking. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay these 2. I'll keep this, and we'll buy those 2 up. They go right into my bag. They're coming out next turn.
Yay!
And I'm gonna go ahead and pass priority and see what EJ's got.
Well, he doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have any widows. He doesn't have the energy for Spider-Man's ability. I think I'm just going to PXG twice So I've got 3 there, 1 in my bag. I'll have perfect ramp again. That's back to Josh.
I kind of want to boost up my ramp here, really a lot, but I'm afraid that I might take a little too much damage in the process. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you're still pre-combat, right?
Yes, pre-combat. I'm trying to determine how much damage he could do to me if... we'll go ahead and just end the turn and pass it over to EJ.
Kind of starting to wish I started off with an extra life point for every time you said the word amazing while describing your team here. I mean, most of it would be gone by now, but we kind of cheated and play tested these teams against each other a little bit earlier. And I've got to say, this is actually going much better for me, as bad as it is right now, than it has before.
It's taking quite a bit longer than turn 4, which that's what was getting pretty used to.
I'm going to just keep the sidekick. Might as well get these out of my bag. Like I said, I don't really need the ring's ability. All I can do is really distraction me if I don't distraction myself. And I better serve just keeping the mask energy. So, alright, some more masks, some more bolts. Some more sidekicks. Put those out. Buy another Ring of Magnetism with the Red Dragon logo. Take 1, Josh.
I take 1.
I'm feeling kind of greedy here. I might be able to sneak some damage through if my eyes aren't deceiving me. Every time, in my experience, every time I start getting greedy for damage, it comes back to bite me. So I think I'm okay holding off for now. Definitely got some energy to work with, though.
He's got quite a wall build up.
I'm staring down I'm staring down the barrel of a gun loaded with Serenas, though, so I've got to do something. How many dice are in your bag?
I've got 4 dice in my bag.
And 2 of those are Serena, so you're drawing all those. There's at least 3 Serena coming at me.
Yes, sir.
Even if I distract everything, that could easily be lethal. Actually, I probably shouldn't have Red Dragoned. Oh well. Let's bolt. She's the most useless one. Let's bolt Wonder Girl. Gonna Blue Eyes Global. I probably should have done that instead of the Red Dragon Global to buy the ring, but my bad. Raven's ability. Gonna re-roll her. See if I can get her on a high-level character face.
Yeah.
Well, yes I did. I got her up to level 2. Yay! And now my next purchase costs 1 less. So I think actually what I'll do is I'll spend that on another Starfire. Pass priority to Josh.
Professor X, move 2 over.
Okay. As the kids say, YOLO. Going to enter combat and attack with Starfire.
Okay, I'm going to immediately take 3. And we'll block with 3 sidekicks. See how this works out for us here.
I don't want to burn up my mass distracted my own stuff because I'm going to need it for his turn. Maybe. I mean, he's not going to kill my Starfire. So, yeah, that's fine.
3 sidekicks out, and I'll move my fist to the...
Now you took the 3, right?
I took 3.
Okay.
I'm at 9.
That's slower than I could have hoped for, honestly. Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and start my turn.
Yep. Here comes the pain.
Maybe.
Well, we'll go ahead and re-roll all this. We're going to try to get some more sidekicks going, see what happens. That'll work. So I got some ramp going on. Don't really need this fist too much. Let's go ahead and spend it. And we'll just re-roll this one. See what we get.
Parallax?
Parallax Global, sorry. Alright, bull. Go ahead and fill those. Filled our Serena. Keep these. And
How'd your Serena go that you used?
Huh?
You've got one of your Black Widows in the used.
Yeah.
I didn't let one through, did I?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought I blocked it with Raven, so it just
we blocked one with Raven, and the other one went straight through.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm done.
And I'm gonna go ahead and pass priority.
I'm only looking at like 2 big threats here. Could safely block 1.
And I want to draw that Starfire, so I'm going to PXG twice. I'll spend 1 and then spin it down for the one side. If I can find it. Y'all know what I'm doing. There we go.
And I'm only going to go ahead and I don't really know if, well, let's just try this. We'll just swing in with a Spider-Man the Amazing. I'll pay the 3 fist, half his life points. You go
Down to 3, don't have a choice. I feel like that's the damage that he's going to do has been dealt. I'll just block with my, well, yeah, I'll block with both my sidekicks.
Okay.
No, I'll try block 1. I'll leave 1 up.
Okay.
And
Comes back.
then during the globals and stuff phase, I'm PXG 1.
Okay.
So I got ramped in. Yep, nothing about it. Alright. Done after that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got another Starfire, so I could do 6 this turn. What are you at?
I am at 9.
6. Interesting. Good. There's a Starfire and a sidekick. 2 bolts. Question mark. More bolts. Masks. Don't need these whatsoever. Well, I'll keep that one too. Don't need these. I've actually, maybe I could just keep what I've got here. No, I'll reroll these. And just sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got a game plan here, folks. This might go well. Alright, so Josh, first thing I'm going to do, field sidekick, put the ring on Wonder Girl, a shield, field Starfire, and activate my Red Dragon Global, and a mask, buy my last ring of magnetism. So you took 1, so you're down to what?
8.
8, okay. Pay a bolt for your Red Dragon Global.
7.
Go down to a mask. Where is the 1 mask? Oh, that's right. This die doesn't have a 1 mask side. How does that work? Ring of Magnetism doesn't have a 1 mask side. Alright, it does. I'll spend 1 of these instead. I'll buy a big entrance.
Straight to
Oh, straight to the bag. It doesn't matter. So you're at what?
I'm at 7.
7? Okay. Gonna pass priority to you.
I'm done. I have nothing.
My turn. Gonna go all in.
Okay, here. Oh, well, there's literally nothing I can do here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That's going to be game, no matter how I look at
Are
it.
you sure?
I cannot target your nothing.
Well, no, you can't target, no, but...
I have nothing I can do. I can block, but it's not going to be enough to... I'm automatically taking 6 damage.
Are you, Josh?
Yes.
Josh. You've got 2 question marks. Human Paladin.
Yeah.
Global.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I didn't either when I started this plan, so I think
Yeah.
maybe he ekes this out. Okay, so it pays the 2 shields for the 2 starfires, so he takes 2.
Yeah, I take 2. That puts me at 5.
5, so he's still got a block.
Shoot, I think I may have fallen short on this.
I can block here. Yes. We'll block with the well.
Let me sort this out so it's strongest to weakest, just to help him out.
Okay.
So these are 3s, this is 4, 2, and these are my 1s. I think I got a little too excited here. There we go.
We'll go ahead and...
In a tournament, I might not make it this convenient, but this is just for fun, so...
I'll block the 4/4.
Mm-hmm.
I will...
What is it with you and missing shield globals?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what...
This is not the first time where you almost forgot about Human Paladin, let alone a shield global.
Yes. Shield globals are my bane, apparently.
I definitely should have put transfer power on here. Just gonna make a whole shield team. Even run shield agents.
I just think I got really, really bad luck with shields. I don't know what it is for sure. I'm going to go ahead and block the 3 and the 3.
I'm even going to run Captain America against you.
That's going to put me down to 2 life points.
And I believe everything you're blocking with gets knocked out.
Yes, everything I have is knocked out. And 1 Starfire dies.
Okay. So, I didn't quite get them. I was hopeful. Still, I mean, I could get really lucky and Josh rolled crap. I don't think I'm going to be quite that fortunate. I'm lucky I got this far. We'll see what happens. This is Dice Masters. This is where it comes down to the dice.
No character faces. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, you've got rerolls. You've got rerolls.
I got rerolls for days.
This is why Parallax is amazing.
Alright, we got that going for us. We're going for all these Serenas.
No reason for him not to.
Yep.
I'm at 3.
Actually, yeah, we're going to go for all these Serenas.
I've got... Ugh, I've only got 1 character I can spin down. That's no bueno. Unless I get lucky and...
I got to pay the... I'm going to pay a fist to reroll. we go. We're looking good now. What level is all your stuff here?
I've only got one character I can spin down.
You got one character to spin down.
Actually, let me just... Normally I'd wait to do it, but I might as well just do it now. I'm going to Blue Eyes Global. I'll activate on Starfire. Hopefully I can get her high level. Oh, sorry. Okay, so not gonna do that. He did not pass priority. I'm sorry. Excited. I'm so excited.
I will pay a bull, well, just to field my one Serena that cost the field. So, I will just to mess with him a little bit.
Because I need that.
Because he helped me out so much. I'm going to pay the lightning bolt for Red Dragon. And we're going to go ahead and... why not? I'll buy...
Resurrection. Or Distraction.
We'll buy Distraction. Why not? It don't matter. And...
That'll make math easier for me.
So that's going to put him down to 2. Now, since he's only got one character to spin down, it looks
that
like...
I've only got 2 I can possibly spin down, so I think you just sealed the game. Because you're attacking with 3 Serenas.
I'm going to pass priority.
I'll go for it, I guess. Let's just see what happens. Nope.
Nothing.
Alright, so yeah, that's...
That will... I'm going to go ahead and...
Well, hold on.
Pass priority back.
Takes 2 twice.
Makes you 20. Swing it in. And somehow I pulled that out.
What do you mean somehow? I'm surprised I got as close as I
I'm surprised you did too, because, like I said, it's been going a lot faster than that. I've got 2 other games that we recorded that are a lot better than this one, but...
We'll see if we can get that footage for you here later.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We're waiting on a friend to send it that recorded it for us. And you'll see that the team runs a lot faster, a lot better. And, yeah, like... I was kind of disappointed there. I couldn't believe how bad that went. That's how it goes. We get bad rolls. We're gonna go.
If this team, if that's an example of bad rolls for that team, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Like you came that close to losing to a slow deck and you still pulled it out. As far as Titans goes, it's a fun team. I got closer than I expected after playtesting it earlier. Mostly that was just because I actually had a bit of experience playing against them. I don't think... maybe this deck can be competitive against the right sort of environment. I mean, if you don't have a very competitive meta or locals, whip it up, give it a shot. If you don't have the Super Rare Starfire, you could maybe use the common or uncommon. Definitely a good substitute. The rest of these are common and uncommon. Blue Eyes is very nice. I understand not everybody has one. I mean, if you don't have it, maybe you run with a lot of people that use it.
Would you maybe add? Well, I think you're running all the Titans, aren't you?
I would definitely maybe swap out Polymorph for transfer power. If you have a lot of people bring these globals, then definitely you have some flex room there. The distraction I liked.
Yeah, the distraction.
What do you think, Josh, about your team there?
Or well,
this one again?
I'm fairly certain the Human Paladin will be coming out. I mean, there it saved me, obviously, but I'm more of Mira's definitely in there, but. The whole reason I put Human Paladin in was thinking for some reason that it would stop the new Lantern Ring, the rare Lantern Ring, which no, after reading it out, it won't work that way. But
still saved your ass here.
Yeah, it saved me here. I mean, it's got its perks definitely. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with the team, but I mean, you can always change it however you want, whatever makes you happy. And like I said, that was bad. It wasn't really great showcasing of it, but we have other videos that we're going to be posting later of the matches that went quite a bit smoother. And so I'm going to go ahead and probably get ready to sign off here. And just want to thank you all for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed watching us do tabletop. Plan on doing this some more with some combos that we have and some cool teams like see what we can come up with, and hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is Josh Temple signing off.